guys, Rick Peak back with another video. Today's going to be something different. I'm not going to be doing a belt video or a video showing something that I've got for a belt like side plates or a restoring video or anything like that. Today is the first video that I'm going to do where I'm actually going to sort of sit down, talk about something wrestling related. As you can probably gather by the t-shirts in the background there, today's conversation is going to be TNA wrestling. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash TNA wrestling. I'll be honest, I've lost touch with it. The only thing I know about TNA is what I've seen on Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that. I got into TNA about 2005-ish. I was at a point where I was just buying any wrestling DVDs that were WWE. Went into a shop, spotted TNA, and I thought, oh, let's have a look at this. Six-sided ring, that'll do, give that a chance. I believe the first video, DVD even, sorry, I bought was Lockdown. It might have been 2005, Lockdown, I bought. And I took it home, I watched it, I loved it. I thought the Lockdown idea was brilliant, you know, the roof comes down with the weapons on, then all hell breaks loose. I thought it was a really good idea. Sat and watched it with my dad. My dad loved it. He used to sit and watch wrestling with me, mostly WWF, WWE, but he loved the idea of Lockdown. He instantly became a fan of AJ Styles. Thought the guy was absolutely phenomenal. My dad was just like, that guy is awesome. So I went out and I bought, if you bear with me 1 second, I bought this Best of AJ Styles, phenomenal. Sat down, watched it with my dad. Again, he loved it. In my dad's opinion, the guy can do no wrong. So then I found this, phenomenal, Best of AJ Styles 2, Volume 2. Sat, watched it with my dad. Again, he was hooked. We started watching TNA regular, and we really loved it. I bought more DVDs. I got this one, Samoa Joe. Now this is the TNA I miss. This guy, Raven, the original Abyss, not the new one you've got now. The original Abyss. This one, Enigma, Best of Jeff Hardy. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed Jeff Hardy's first in TNA. Thought it was great. My big, I suppose, mark out moment for me was when I saw Christian Cage in TNA when he turned up. I was absolutely blown away. I was like, my God, that's Christian. I'd been a massive fan of Christian in WWF, WWE. And when I watched the first TNA event on DVD where he turned up, I was just like, this is brilliant. I didn't watch it on TV. We didn't have TNA on TV then, like we do now. But yeah, so it was a case of getting DVDs and trying to, you know, always being behind, but, you know, trying your best to sort of keep up to date with it however you could. But when I got to one of the, I can't remember which event it was, I'll be honest, my memory is shocking. But when Christian turned up in TNA, it was like, yes, this is it now, this is brilliant. You know, Christian's here. Straight into the, you know, the massive NWA World Heavyweight title feud. With Jeff Jarrett and everything, and his feud with Abyss, where Abyss turned up at his home and beat him up a bit, threw him in the pool, tried to drown him, things like that. Just great little vignettes that they did, which obviously then led to me buying this, which is a great DVD. It is one of my favourite biography style DVDs, along with this. Now, this is another part of the era of TNA that I miss. The old six-sided ring. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, America's Most Wanted, Team Canada, all that era of TNA was just absolutely amazing for me. I really enjoyed it, and I kind of lost touch with it, but watched it every now and again when I could. And then Hogan and Bischoff appeared, and that's when I lost interest. As soon as Hulk Hogan turned up on TNA, I stopped watching. I stopped watching regular. I dipped in and out to see what was happening, but as soon as Hogan popped up, I lost interest. For me, Hulk Hogan Never liked him in WWF, he just bored me. I was more of a Warrior fan. I liked NWO Hogan, I will admit. I liked him as a bad guy. But then he went back to WWE, tried to be the badass, but everybody just knew him as, you know, the red and yellow Hulk Hogan. Inevitably, he turned back face again when he shook The Rock's hand after the match and went back to his usual Hogan-esque ways. I know I probably might get some stick for saying that because a lot of people, you know, think Hulk Hogan's the greatest thing ever. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't get the guy. I've just never been a fan. When he was in the Mega Powers, I always preferred Randy Savage. I always thought he was the better side of the team. To me, Hogan was never anything amazing. He just, quite frankly, bored me. So I was never a Hulkamaniac. So I was a Warrior fan, a Savage fan, Hitman fan, LOD, that sort of thing. But, you know, that's going off subject. The subject I want to talk about is TNA. So like I say, I lost interest when Bischoff and Hogan rocked up. Sure enough, first thing they did, get rid of the six-sided ring. Right, great, so now you've taken away the biggest novelty and just give them a four-sided ring like every other wrestling promotion has. Brilliant, genius, yeah, now what? And then they just started to just make it WCW 2.0. It got ridiculous. You know, there were still good moments in it, you know, but I didn't watch it enough to say exactly what I could pinpoint out. I enjoyed the Fortune faction. I thought that was good. It was Styles and Beer Money, Kazarian. I thought that was really good. Styles went heel and did the Ric Flair thing. And then there was the whole main event Mafia. That was good. I enjoyed the main event Mafia, even though they were supposed to be heels. The only person I ever really sort of understood in the main event Mafia was Booker T. He just like come in and decided he were having the Legends title made, and it's like, right, okay, but you're not a legend. Hart, you know, Steiner, Nash, somebody like that who had been around for years legitimately, you know, done it, then yeah, it would have made sense. But for Booker T to just jump from WWE, go to TNA, and then say, oh yeah, I'm having a Legends title because I'm a legend. No, you're not. Booker T is another wrestler I've never been a fan of. Sorry, never. In Harlem Heat, I always preferred Stevie Ray. I've just never been a Booker T fan. But again, I digress. Yeah, so my big thing is at the moment, I've not watched TNA for a long time. I should, really, because I enjoy my wrestling. The thing is, it's like I've read nothing but bad things, and I know everybody should watch something to make their own opinion of it. But I, quite frankly, haven't got the motivation to watch it, which is where I'm hoping you guys out there who watch this video, who will drop me a comment and tell me any matches that I should be checking out, because I really would like to get back into TNA, even though it does look like it's gonna, you know, pretty much join up with Global Force Wrestling, and there's gonna be like an invasion style WWF, WCW, ECW style story going on. If there's any matches that you guys think I should check out, please comment below. I will check them out. But like I said, the TNA I miss is the old school TNA. Now I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's gone, it's done. It is gone and it is done. But you know, TNA just seems to be on a slide, and it's a shame, because you know, you've got a title belt like this. This is obviously my replica, but this is a beautiful belt. Now I know EC3's got it at the moment, or I may have just won it, I don't know. I saw a video backstage, somebody posted on Facebook of EC3 cutting a promo, and for all that I've seen of the guy and I don't like him, the promo that he cut was amazing. It was really good. Not enough to make me a fan, but enough to make me think, yeah, you know, the guy genuinely, you know, feels like he's worked his ass off to get that title, and they did have to bleep a couple of moments, which to me is genuine passion. It's now, right, there's a camera, say how you feel, go for it, you know, read this, memorize it, now say it, you know, it's there you go for it, shoot. But yeah, so EC3 currently holds this belt, which is another thing I'd like to talk about. My favourite TNA champions. Now going back to the NWA World Heavyweight title before they split, I was over the moon when Christian won it. When AJ Styles had it, I was happy. Did AJ win it? I don't know. I'll probably get some stick now for not knowing what I'm on about. But like I say, it's a while since I've watched any TNA. My memory is not what it used to be. So if AJ didn't hold the NWA, then I apologise. If he did, then yeah, I was happy. Christian holding it. Jeff Jarrett continuously had it. I liked the concept of the King of the Mountain as well, I must admit, like a reverse ladder match. You have to take the belt off, twang it back up again. Seemed weird to me the first time I watched it, but I kind of enjoyed it. The X Division was just phenomenal back in the day. Obviously, this AJ Styles was a mainstay in there. Samoa Joe, who proved that it was literally not about weight limits, it was about no limits. The guy couldn't move back then. I mean, I'm still hoping it will now. Now he's in NXT, but the guy, him and Styles and Daniels had some great matches. And then obviously Christopher Daniels, you throw him in. Peter Williams was another guy. I absolutely love Peter Williams. The Canadian Destroyer, when I first saw that finishing move, I flipped. I rewound it on the DVD. I watched it again and again and again. And a friend of mine came over to my house. Not a massive wrestling fan. He knew a bit of WWF. I showed him that finishing move and he was like, that's amazing. That is just the best thing I've ever seen. And we watched it another 10 times. Easy. I showed my dad it and he was just blown away. Who else? Eric Young, when he won the TNA World title. Sorry, at the table there. He, I liked EY as champion. James Storm, as you can see by the Beer Money t-shirt. Do also have 2 James Storm t-shirts. He was one of my favourite champions. Bobby Roode, he was good as champion. Austin Aries, again, somebody I wasn't really familiar with, but when he won the title, it was like, I sort of noticed him, took note, and I was like, yeah, this guy's good. So tracked down some old footage of him and his Ring of Honor and stuff, and you know, sort of developed a whole new appreciation for Austin Aries. Well, so obviously, like I said, James Storm, AJ Styles, when he won this belt, I was absolutely over the moon. And then when he left, it was like, well, what's he going to do now? And I was with a lot of the internet, oh, please go to WWE, please go to WWE. But then the rational part of my brain said he won't, because he's TNA through and through. He turned up in New Japan, Bullet Club, world champion, absolutely amazing, still doing what he does best. I will always like AJ Styles, face, heel, whatever. It is AJ Styles, and he's the first person that really got me into TNA. He was the first person I really took notice of. And so for that, I will always be a massive AJ Styles fan. I'm trying to think who else won this belt. James Storm, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Bully Ray, somebody else I'd liked on and off. And then as I got older, you sort of appreciate more behind the wrestling scenes. You know, the storytelling, everything. As a younger kid, you just, oh, that's a bad guy, he's a good guy. But yeah, Bully Ray, when he was world champion, that was a good run. Somebody who definitely deserves some sort of, you know, individual credit, as he'd always been a part of Team 3D, or, you know, Dudley Boys, whatever you want to call them. He did well. Out of the two, he was definitely the one that was destined for singles glory. Nothing against Devon. It's just Bully Ray had a bit more about him. So yeah, I was happy when he won it. Kurt Angle's recent win, I watched that match against Bobby Lashley. And was it Bobby Lashley? Yeah, I think it was Bobby Lashley. And whoever Kurt Angle beat for it. Like I said, my memory is absolutely terrible. But yeah, that was another great match that I thoroughly enjoyed. So yeah, that's these title changes. Going back a bit further in TNA, I remember this being the world title. And again, this is my replica. Some of you may have seen the video about Marie Stone on it. But yeah, I remember Kurt Angle winning this one, Joe winning this one. Definitely remember AJ Styles holding this one. This was a great belt for me. As soon as they split and they needed their own title, first time I saw this belt, it was like, wow, that is a great belt. I need to get me a replica of one of them. It took me a while, but as you can see, I got there in the end. I love it, absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite replicas that I have. But again, I digress, and I do apologise. I may repeat myself, ramble. I have not planned this. This is just a straight up, video of something that I wanted to do other than a belt one. But yeah, my main thing is that TNA seems to be on a massive decline lately, and I really would like to see it go back to where it should have been. It was heading to it was the #2 company in America, WWE, and then it was TNA. I'd really like to see a day where TNA can get back up there and do it on its own, not because it's teamed up with New Japan or because it's teamed up with Global Force Wrestling. Do it as a company, do it as TNA. If it means Dixie Carter selling up and moving on, then fine, do it. Do whatever's got to be done. Because the whole Dixieland thing, that annoyed the hell out of me for a few weeks. I watched it through that stage, where she had her personal issues with AJ. It was just like, just go away. Go behind the scenes. You're trying to be Stephanie McMahon, and quite frankly, you suck. So just go back to doing what you do. Finances backstage, and trying to run a wrestling company, not into the ground, but run it. So I would like to see TNA go back to what it was, where it was fast becoming the #2 wrestling company in the States. Like I said, I would love any of you who watch this video to recommend any matches that I should check out, if they're on YouTube or anything like that, so I can, if you want to include a link, that's fine. I will check them out, and I will leave a comment to say, what I thought of the match. But yeah, that's basically, it's just my quick video about TNA and its decline, and how I first got into it, and how I wish that it could go back to its glory days. However unlikely that may seem at the moment, you have to have hope. You have to believe that it will come good and that things will go their way. They seem to have lost a lot of really good talent over the last few years. Like I said, AJ's left, Joe's left, Kazarian and Daniels left. To me, you can't let people like Kazarian and Christopher Daniels leave. You've already lost AJ. They're your people you need to be keeping. James Storm's recently left. Magnus is leaving. That says a lot. There's a lot of big names there leaving TNA at the moment, and the big question that has to be asked is why. There's rumours going around about things, but don't always believe the rumour mill. As wrestling fans, we all know this. You never believe the rumour mill. You wait till the facts come out. They usually do come out way after, but they will always come out. So yeah, I'd like to think that EC3 as champion could inject a new lease of life into TNA. Like I say, I've not watched it for a while. I do keep meaning to think, right, I'll watch it, but I never get round to it. I just can't build up the enthusiasm. Not when you've got like Raw. I don't watch SmackDown, I watch Raw and NXT, and to me it goes NXT, then Raw. SmackDown I don't even bother with. Ring of Honor, I've lost touch with that, but I dip in and out of that. I've got some to catch up on, which I'm hoping to do. I've started to watch quite a bit of New Japan, because I enjoy that as well. And I could, daft as it sounds, see that becoming #2 promotion in America. People got access to it now in the States on TV, so I could see that quite easily overtaking TNA in the rankings, which is a shame, because like I said, Jeff Jarrett started that company years ago. He had a vision and it was going great. Unfortunately, things didn't work out for Jeff. He had to sell it on. Dixie Carter got it, and then, in my opinion, made the mistake of bringing in Hogan and Bischoff, who were both big names, and they both turned into WCW 2.0. They just took everything great away, put their own stamp on it, which to me ruined it. But yeah, so that's my video about TNA. Hope I haven't bored you all to death. Like I said, please feel free to leave any comments about any matches that I should check out. If you've got YouTube links, post them. I will watch them, and I will leave a comment, and I'll name you and say, thanks for the recommendation, and tell you what I thought of the match. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to go into it as a WWE fan or an NXT fan watching TNA. I'm going to go into it as a wrestling fan watching a wrestling match. So yeah, if anybody else would like to leave a comment about how they feel about TNA, that'd be brilliant. Like I said, thank you to all the guys that have subscribed to my channel and taken the time out to watch my videos. I will be doing some more videos like this, where I'll be sitting down and chatting about things. I'm hoping I might get to go to some independent wrestling shows. We don't have so many where I am in the north, well, that are easy to get to, but there is a company based in Leeds, so hopefully I might get to go and check them out at some point. If I do, I'll put bits of film up on that, get some photos. I'll even try and see if I can get to chat to a wrestler or two. That would be great. Pretty much like my friend Josh does on OWOFan19. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. It's great. He's got hundreds of videos, 124 I believe he's up to now, and over 1,000 subscribers. Josh has got a great show, and I'm honoured to be part of his clique, because I am the OWOFan19 European champion. So yeah, that's my video done for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. So I will be back with another video soon, talking about a different subject. I'm not sure what just yet, but I will be talking about something that will be interesting. It'll be a bit bit more positive, hopefully. Let's say all I seem to have done is complain about the decline of TNA, which is a bad thing. But yeah, that's me done for now, folks. So again, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Please leave comments about any matches I should check out, any matches on your opinions on what's going to happen with TNA, whether it is going to sign up with Global Force and they're just going to become a joint organisation that shares wrestlers, or whether you think TNA will actually